and I explained you what is a CRM or what are the technologies in the CRM. So if you see technologies of modules, any CRM will have 3 modules: sales, marketing, and services. Why I am telling? So inside any CRM will have 3 things: sales, services, and marketing. That's why you see in the SAP space also. That's why you see in the SAP sales, SAP side also, people says I am working in CRM sales module. If you see very clearly, there are jobs in the CRM sales module. I am working in the CRM service module. I am working CRM marketing module, like that people will say. In the Salesforce, you may see less people because it's a cloud based and it's not that. Okay, but in the SAP space, you can see clearly these job categories. Even I was working in the Lenovo project. So Lenovo uses the CRM, SAP CRM. There we have plenty of the people who support the sales module, plenty of the people who support the services module, and there are plenty of the people supporting the marketing module. So whoever expert in the sales, they no need to be expert in the services. Whoever expert in the services, they no need to be in the expert in the marketing. But anyway, I'm touching all the modules. Why I am spending this much of time in the beginning itself with this much of theory? The reason is, tomorrow when I say lead, when I say opportunity, when I say case, solutions, you should not get confused, because that time it is like a practical. I just go and complete. Okay, so that's the reason. Okay, fine. And one more thing is that telling practical is very easy for me, but convincing you the theory is difficult. But I know where the difficulties comes. That's why I'm touching all these points in the beginning itself, so that you have enough breathing to remember these terminologies. Fine. So I explained these are all things. Then we also discussed what is CRM. Okay. Next, what are the relationships? What are the benefits of the CRM? Okay, that's fine. Now let me bring some more stuff in the CRM space. Okay. So majorly we need to understand the sales architecture or sales process, how sales process works, how sales architecture looks. Any idea on this? Maybe marketing, if anyone did the MBA, then they can understand this one very easily. But anyway, we also need to understand. So if you understand the sales architecture or sales process, then most of the things from the CRM we are good. I'm just repeating again. If we understand sales architecture or sales process, most of the things from the CRM we are good. Okay, and we have marketing module, and we have sales module, and we have services module. Next, if you see here, yesterday I already shown whether these modules are available in the Salesforce or not. Yes, these modules are available in the Salesforce. If you look at here, marketing module is there, and if you select a marketing module, the tab is going to be different. So if you see here, what are the tabs in the marketing module? There is a leads tab, there is a campaign tab, then the contract opportunity. These are very common. Okay, so you can also see in other modules. So therefore, mainly marketing module deals with the leads and campaign. I will explain what is a lead, what is a campaign and all now. Don't worry. Okay, so majorly marketing module deals with the leads and campaign. What sales module will do? The sales module, if you look at here, so So here also you will have the campaign carries to here. The campaign, whatever in the marketing module we do, that carries to here. That means what? Let's say you are, let's say there is a sales department, there is a marketing department. So obviously between sales and marketing there will be a linkage, right? So they cannot work independently. I am doing marketing means what? My marketing results leads to the sales. Okay, just remember this point, a simple point. I am a marketing guy, you are a sales guy. So I should not work individually, you should not work individually. My results leads to you. So I go on to market and I go on to market the product. So once I market the product, obviously you will be getting the sales increased. That means your department and my department, or your module and my module is interrelated. That's why you will see the same tabs here also. Campaigns leads. That's why I am saying if we cover the sales architecture, it covers most of the steps. Okay. So therefore, so the sales majorly talks about how to convert the lead into opportunity, then invoice, all these things. That means, so from the campaign, you will be getting the leads. So I'll talk about the lead and all, but just remember, start remembering the terminologies. From the marketing or from the campaign, I will be getting the leads. Now converting leads into opportunities and generating invoice, all these things will be part of the sales. Then when services comes once you deliver the product. Let's say I take the Airtel SIM card. Once I take the Airtel SIM card, then only my services, my call center starts functioning. If I don't have the Airtel SIM card, then I can't call to Airtel customer care. Calling to customer care is nothing but the services. So therefore, services majorly, like you will be calling for complaining something. That means that is called a case. So that means reporting a problem is nothing but the case. Once you have the cases, then that means once you have the problem, then obviously they will provide the service or solution. So these are the high level of the each module. That means in the marketing module, majorly we do the campaigns. Now, what is a campaign? A campaign is a promotional activity. What is a campaign? A campaign is a promotional activity. That means you are seeing so many campaigns in the market, right? So let's take Santur Soap. What is the campaign they are doing? Santur Soap. You might have been seeing the so many advertisements in the TV, right? What is that? Mommy, oh mommy, something like that, right? So Mahesh Babu and some girl, baby, all these things. So that is one kind of campaign. So therefore, please remember this: whenever there is a product, there will be a plenty of the campaigns. A campaign is a promotional activity. Then what are the different campaigns available? Any idea? What are the different campaigns? Venu? I'm just notifying your names. That does not mean that okay, don't take something else. I just want to make you guys participate in this so that you will be, you can also add your ideas. It's nothing, okay, it's nothing that I can only tell all these things. So I told you a campaign is a promotional activity. So one of the example is Santur advertisement. That is nothing but one campaign. So what is the, so that is, that campaign is through media. What else we can do? What are the different campaigns we can do? Yeah. If you look at here, Shiva is saying, so the Santur advertisement is what? Media promotional activity. The same way, paper advertisement. That's very good. Then what else? Different campaigns. If you go to Amirpet, you will see some people are sitting and they'll say about okay their products. That is another campaign. Then, so another campaign is like if you see, okay. Another campaign is email. So you might be seeing some emails, right, about the campaign. Another one is SMS. If you go to Big Bazaar today, tomorrow they will send, okay, oh, for Ugadi we are giving this much of discounts. That is another campaign. So these are the different campaigns available in the market. That's why if you look at here, we create the campaign here. Please look at here. That's what the greatness of the CRM. Let's say if you want to create a new campaign. So if you see here, campaign type. If you look at here, the one whatever I explained, that is available here. So what kind of campaign you are doing? Let's say are you sending the emails? Are you telemarketing or banner advertisements, referral program? Referral program is one of the campaign which IT companies uses, right? You refer a friend, you will get 30,000. This is a referral program. The same way, Citibank is also having this one, right, Venu? If you refer a friend for the Citibank loan, they will give some amount for you, or especially for the credit card. So that is also one kind of campaign. Partnership, relationship, webinars. Webinars means what? They do some kind of sessions or something, and they'll invite all the people, or they conduct some conference. From there also they'll get the campaign. So these are the different campaigns. So therefore, as part of the marketing, they do the campaigns. As part of the campaign, as part of the marketing module, they do the campaign. So I want to draw that RBC diagram. Okay, so assume that I did the campaign. Once I did the campaign, then so why do we need to do these many campaigns? That is the question, right? Why do I need to do these many campaigns? Yes, obviously you require these kind of campaigns to know through which type of campaign you are able to reach the users. What does it mean? Let's say if you are doing banner advertisement, do you think that okay, anyone is interested? May not be. If you say referral program, yes, obviously people will show some interest. So end of the day, you will be getting the charts. you will be doing the analytics. End of the day, you will be getting the charts. You will be doing some analytics on the information. Sorry, which campaign helps you? Which campaign helps you? Like that, you can see. That's what the CRM definition. One of the why towards the CRM? That is one more question. The CRM is the data. That data is used for the analysis. That means the end of the day, I can analyze. End of the day, I can analyze through which I am able to move, or through which I am able to go to the market. So everyone will have their own strategy. If you see Idea, they are following their own strategy. If you see Airtel, they are following their own strategy to go to the market, or to get more people into their network. So these are all helps in the analytics. These are all helps in the analysis. Okay. So that's how they do the campaign. So once they do the campaign, then what happens? Let's say I did a campaign. From the campaign, one of the campaign what we are doing for this course is what we started a website. What is the website name, Subrit? Dollar something. Okay, fine. Okay. So this is one of the websites. Other than that, let's take this example, then we can understand complete CRM. So if you look at here, for this course, one of the campaign what we are doing is, we started this website. Okay, we started this website and we are sharing to everyone. This is called one campaign, what we are doing for this particular product or for this particular training. Okay. Now, once campaign is completed, then from the campaign, assume that I got 20 calls. that 20 calls are nothing but leads. Please see this, how the campaign is leading the leads. Lead. That means what? I did a campaign like this. I created a website. I hosted the website. Then I will be receiving the calls. Let's say assume that 20 people called me. That 20 people information is called leads. That means that 20 people I will be treating as leads. So therefore, from campaign you will be getting the leads. This is very much important, and this gives a lot of information. Try to understand it. It's very simple, straightforward if you understand with the real-time example. So I'm just telling the example with the one whatever we are doing. Okay. So therefore, we did the campaign. From this campaign, assume that 20 people called me. That 20 people are called leads. So that's why if you look at in the CRM also, so once the campaign is over, the immediate tab is leads. So whenever someone calls me, please remember, please try to understand this point. Whenever someone calls me, what I am going to have? Whenever someone calls me, what I am going to have? Supreet, what I am going to have? Shiva is escaping, simply saying, okay, I don't have the, what is that? Absolutely, contract or contact. Yes, that's correct. So whenever someone calls me, I will be maintaining their contact. That's correct. I will be maintaining their contact. Then what else? What else we will maintain? We can also maintain their account. I'll tell you what is this differences and all. So therefore, whenever someone calls me, I will be maintaining their contacts and I will be maintaining their account. So if you look at in the Salesforce, there is an account and there is a contact. That's what, right? So if someone calls me, what do I say? Okay, to which number I can get back to you? Then the next question I am going to ask them, right? So therefore, so obviously I am going to maintain their contacts and account. Now we need to understand the difference between these two. The difference between these two. When I maintain the account, when I maintain the contact. Okay, look at these questions. Look at this question. Let's say, okay, Chenna wants to buy Lenovo. Chenna wants to buy Lenovo, or Chenna wants to join this course. Let's take this example itself. Chenna wants to join this course. Okay, no, that is wrong. That account is not different. That is a different account. Okay, please understand here. Chenna wants to join this course. This is the question. That means Chenna called me and he said, I want to join this course. So therefore, lead is what? Lead is Chenna. That means, so the opportunity what I mean, the lead is, that means who is interesting? Chenna. So therefore, lead is Chenna. Then who is the account here? Account is also Chenna, because he is an individual person. So therefore, who is the contact here? Again Chenna. That means here lead is equal to account is equal to, okay, contact is equal to Chenna only. That means here all are same. Now let me put one more question. Chenna wants to, okay, inquiry, or Chenna comes for inquiry for conducting this this course for IBM? This is the question. Now look at this. What are all the different steps here? Who is the lead? Who is interesting? Or who come to me? Who is coming to me? So Channa. So Channa is the lead. That's correct. So okay, now what is the account here, or whom do I contact? I can maintain contact information at Channa, or I can maintain directly IBM's one, because Channa inquiring about this course for whom? IBM. So therefore I can have IBM course name, or I can have Channa name. Now who is the account here? Can you tell me?
IBM.
IBM. That's what the difference. So that's why whenever there is a lead, we can maintain contact or account or both. That's why these are interrelated. So we are just using this kind of scenario. Hope this answers all your questions. So what is the meaning of lead, or what is a campaign, what is a lead, and from the lead we will be maintaining contact and account. So when we will maintain the account, this is the scenario. So here lead is equal to account is equal to contact is equal to same, because it's a single person. If a person is coming from someone else, then that case that someone else is nothing but the account. Okay, so fine. Any questions till now? Uma, Supreet, Venu, Varsha, no. Okay. Thanks. So let's continue now. So that's why you see all these tabs. Now it is very easy for you now to understand the CRM. So campaign is there, then you will be doing the leads. From the leads you will have account or contact or both. So till now you are not there, Uma? I don't know, I just see that okay, you are arrived. I'm just wondering. Okay, fine. So therefore that's about the lead. Now I said from the campaign 20 people are interesting. 20 people are interesting means, do you think that 20 people will join my course? Do you think that 20 people are going to join my course? No need to be. They just come to me and they just inquire about my course. So therefore, out of the 20 people, assume that 4 people are ready for demo. Then that 4 people are called opportunities. Then that 4 people are called opportunities. Okay, so therefore I am just repeating this point again. I am doing a campaign. From the campaign I got 20%. That 20% are called leads. From the leads, that means from the 20%, assume that 4 persons are interesting, or 4 persons are ready for the demo, or let me take a half of the count. From the 20%, assume that 10% ask for the demo. Then those are called opportunities. That means there is a possibility that the guys can join this course. That's why we have opportunity tab. That's why we have something called opportunity tab. Okay. Now assume that I am doing a demo. From the demo, assume that today I conducted the demo. After the demo, do you think that they will join? No need to be, right? So they will be asking the quotation. After the demo, they will ask the pricing and all, right? So therefore, they do the pricing. I'm just putting this one in the different way, because these you will not handle in the CRM. That means quotation, all these things he will not handle in the CRM. Okay. So therefore, assume, okay, so now from the 20 leads, 10 people are interested for the demo. Now demo is over. Once demo is over, assume that they are satisfied. Now pricing concept comes. Pricing concept comes. So that means they will ask the quotation. How much you are charging? I'll say 40,000. So all the people will join? No need to be. Again they will say, oh, we are 10 members, or we are 4 members, or we are 3 members. Can you give the discount? Again discounting happens, all these things. Assume that with the discount, all these things, we are good. So once we are good, what they do? They join the course. That means they order the product. They join the course. That means they order the product. That means ordering happens. Okay. So I am putting these are all things in the different row because these things we will not do from the CRM. These things you have to do in using some other module. CRM is just for marketing, sales and services. It's not meant for quotation, invoice, all these things. Okay, so therefore we have plenty of the modules. So in that case they need to use these modules. So once the ordering is over, that means once they order the product, then what is the next step? What is the next step? Once, so 10 people, out of the 20 people, 10 people are interesting. Out of the 10 people, okay, some people are interesting. Okay, so they will be asking the quotation. So once they are good with the quotation, they will order the product or they join the course. Once they join the course or they order the product, obviously they will be getting the invoice. This is very much important. Once they order the product, they will be getting the invoice. Once you have the invoice, then you are authority to have the asset. That means you are the full owner for the asset. So therefore, once you have the product, you have full authority to have the asset. Okay, so therefore you will be having the asset. So the best example what I can tell you here is that recently we bought iPhone, iPad and all. Now we have some challenges with the iPad. If you have some challenges with the iPad, or so we are having some challenges with the iPad, now we call the customer care. When we call the customer care, simply they are asking, please send us your invoice copy so that we can work for you. That means this invoice copy is very much important between once the product is sold out. I'm just repeating this example again because this is what even yesterday we were talking to the Apple customer care center. So we are not able to do certain things in the iPad. So when we talk to the customer care, they are just telling that you please send us the copy of your invoice statement because you already own the product. So therefore, you please send us the invoice statement so that we will work for you. So therefore, you have the invoice statement means what it is your asset. Okay, it is your asset. So once you have invoice and once you have the asset with you, then what else you can do? Now you can report your problems. That means let's say your iPad is not working, your Airtel is not working, then you can call them and you can call them and you can report a problem. Reporting the problem is nothing but in the CRM that is called case. These are the technical terminologies. If you already hear about this, that's fine. But if you not, then you can remember. So therefore, if you look at here, again you see, okay. So there is a case. So that means I am reporting a problem. So new case. So if you see here, okay. Yes, you are asking what is that? Okay, I don't want to wait. So if you have any questions, you can type it, that's fine. So you have the invoice, you have the asset. As I said, okay, iPad is not working. I have the invoice, I have the asset. Now I can talk to the customer care and I can report the problem. Reporting the problem, or so once you say that, okay, I have an iPad and all, then they take your problem, right? That is nothing but the case. That means I go to here, I can enter, okay, what is the contact, what is the account number, blah, blah, blah. So what kind of problem is this? Is this escalated or this one? Is that the priority high, medium, all these things? Then you can see the different type of the cases. So is it a instrumental case, electronic, all these things, some of the different types. Then the reason, okay, installation problem or performance problem, okay, breakdown problem, like that they can enter the problem and they can say blah, 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 blah. So once you contact the customer care, this is how they create the case. This is how they create the problem. So once problem is created, then obviously there will be someone who is going to provide the solution. That's what we maintain the solution here. Solution is also called as service. Uma, are you there?
Yeah, no?
I see you are, do you have any internet problem?
Yeah, like some Wi-Fi issue.
Okay, fine. So hope you are able to hear me, right?
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So then once case is created, obviously there will be services. That's why you see the services tab. That's what I'll say. So CRM is not only just to do all these things, CRM also pulls the reports. That's why you have the tab called the reports. So with these reports you can analyze the data. So you can have the dashboards, all these things. That's all about the overall sales process or sales architecture. If someone asks how sales process works, how sales architecture works, this is what you need to explain. This covers most of the tabs from the CRM space. So that's if you see sales, services, marketing, all these tabs, most of the tabs are covered with this architecture. Any questions in this architecture? Because this is what the heart of this entire Salesforce CRM space. I'm not telling entire Salesforce because Salesforce is so many things like admin, development, configuration plus CRM. But in the CRM, this is what the major thing you need to understand. Any questions here? Shiva, Varsha, Venu, Babu, Suprit Babu. Okay, so we are good. Now I can ask the questions then. Great. So I'll be sending, I don't know, maybe I can send this architecture for you guys to remember, or I can draw this one, but I'll be start sending these tutorials for you, maybe from Thursday. Every class, once class is over, whatever I am discussing, I'll be sending, don't worry. Because even so remembering all these things are going to be difficult, but having a note is always important. So I'll be taking care of those. Okay, that's fine. Now the next question is why we need to go towards CRM. Now can you explain why we need to go towards CRM? Question is why towards CRM? So that's what first thing is, that CRM is a software. Okay, it is a system. Yesterday also I talked about. CRM is not the physical, it is a software, it is a system, it is a technology. Now you know what is the advantage with the software, you know what is the advantage with the technology. So CRM is a software, CRM is a system, CRM is a technology. That's why we are moving towards the CRM. Now I already said CRM is not only to do that, CRM holds the data. With the data you can do the analysis. Okay, with the data you can do the analysis. Okay. Next, CRM manages the demands. What is this meaning? CRM manages the demands. What is this meaning? Let's say I am creating a campaign. Okay. So CRM manages the demand. This is what one point we need to understand. So with the CRM, or CRM is the data, CRM holds the data. So once you have the data, you can do the analysis. So with the analysis, you can do, you can serve the demands. What does it mean? So let's say I'm releasing a Airtel product now, and there are so many problems with the similar kind of problem. What does it mean? Everyone is complaining, I have a less network, I have a less network, I have a less network. That means demand is what? Provide more network. So therefore, by looking at the data, by looking at the analysis, I can serve the demands. I can manage the demands. That is one powerful thing of the CRM. That's why we are moving towards the CRM. Okay, so that's all about the why we are moving towards the CRM. Next thing is that CRM, I said, okay, it's like a communication, handling the customer. CRM majorly focus on the customer. So in what way we focus on the customer? I defined what is a customer yesterday. So what are the important channels? What are the important channels we use for CRM? What are the important channels we use for the CRM? Any ways? This is what I already explained. What are the important channels we use in the CRM? Or I can say, so if you want to reach the customer, let's say you have a product. Let me put the question this way. Okay, let's say you have a product. What are the different ways to reach the customer? What are the different channels you have to reach the customer? I already explained. Can you quote? I already told. Okay, email is one way to reach the customers or to get the customers. Banners. This is what I shown you already. These are the different channels. See, the way the question is different. So they are just going to ask the question in a different way, nothing more than that. So if you see here, campaign, new, these are the different channels you have to go to the market. So that means webinars, seminars, okay, referral programs, advertisements, emails, telemarketing, these are all the things. So therefore, if someone asks a question, what are the different channels we have to reach out the, to take the new product into the market? These are the different channels we have to take the product into the market. Okay. So the next thing is that, okay, the next thing is that, what else we can in the CRM space? Okay, so that's all about the initial discussion about the CRM. Now let me explain what are the different CRMs available in the market. So I said already, CRM is a concept. That concept is implemented by so many companies on their own way by covering the concepts whatever I said. So therefore, there are so many CRMs available in the market. The one big famous CRM is SAP CRM. The same way we have Siebel CRM. We have from Microsoft we have one CRM. The same way from Salesforce also we have CRM. All these things. So the Salesforce CRM is a cloud-based CRM, and the SAP Siebel, all these things are non-cloud-based CRMs. That is the difference. Okay. So if anyone asks, okay, so explain Salesforce CRM and other CRM products. So the primary point is other CRM products like SAP CRM, Siebel CRM are the non-cloud. So and SAP CRM is a cloud-based. Once SAP CRM is a cloud-based, we will be having plenty of the advantages. So what are the advantages if I have a cloud-based solution? Can we list out quickly, because this you can use anywhere. This we can use anywhere. So once you say a product is a cloud-based, these are the advantages you are going to get. So obviously, if it is a cloud-based, cost is less. Okay, time is saved a lot. This is one beautiful point you need to understand with the cloud. See, so if I want to use the Salesforce, what did I do? I just created an account. How much time I required? Hardly I required 2 minutes. But if this solution is not available in the cloud, let's take the example of SAP CRM. To use the SAP CRM, I need to spend a lot of time because I need to install SAP GUI. I need to add some add-ons to that. Then only my SAP CRM is available to use. I'm just repeating this point again. So these are some of the advantages with the Salesforce CRM. One is costless. Cost is less because it's like a cloud-based. So if I want CRM, I'll tell you one example. The one thing which happened in the Dr. Reddy's lab. So in the Dr. Reddy's lab, in the initial stages, I am talking about the 11 years, or I can say, yeah, 11 years around. 11 years around. So they were using a SAP ERP called Marshall. So there is an Indian ERP called Martial Arts. Sorry, Ramco Marshalls. Sorry, Ramco Marshalls. So we have, that's what, again, what is a ERP? ERP is a concept. That concept is implemented by so many companies. One of the companies is SAP, one of the companies is Oracle, one of the companies is Ramco Marshalls. I'm just trying to explain the example, what is the powerful of the cloud. So this is one example which I see in the real time. So in the 11 years back, around 11 or 12 years back, we have so many ERPs available in the market like SAP, and there is a Indian based, if you see SAP is what? German based. So the same way there is a Indian based ERP that is nothing but the Ramco Marshalls. Ramco Marshalls is a product like a SAP. So and Dr. Reddy's lab invested plenty of the amount or lot of amount to have this ERP. Let's say they invested more than, assume that 100 crores. They invested 100 crores to have this ERP for their environment. Okay. Now, after investing 100 crores, after spending a lot of time, after doing so many things, they found that this Ramco Marshalls is not servicing, or this not fulfilling their requirement. That means after investing a lot of money, after putting a lot of time, they found that this is not fulfilling that their requirement, and they closed this one and they started the SAP again. Now Dr. Reddy's lab is using SAP. But if you look at the other perspective, they wasted 100 crores, they wasted a lot of time. That is the problem. If no cloud. If it is a cloud, they don't need to invest 100 crores. They just pay the rent. Assume that to know this product is not suitable for them, assume that it took 5 months. Then for that 5 months only they pay the rent. That might be hardly 1 crore. I'm just giving one example. And tomorrow or after 5 months, they are feeling that these Ramco marshals not fulfilling their requirement, nothing. They just close this one. They no need to have any infrastructure for this. That is the advantage to have something in the cloud. They can just simply join with the SAP by just closing these RAM commercials. Now let me come back. Okay, a lot of time is saved. The reason is the best example is, okay, so if you see SAP, if I want to use the SAP, I need to spend a lot of time. If I want to use the Salesforce, I am not at all spending the time. To use the Salesforce, I am not spending the time. Hardly I spend 2 minutes, I got the Salesforce. So a lot of time is going to be saved. Then what else? What are the advantages? Resources are less. What does it mean? So if I want to use the SAP CRM, I need to have this much of hard disk, this much of RAM, that much of things, all these things. So here I don't need to have any extra RAM, all these things. So resources are going to be very less. I just need to have the internet. Then what else? No software, no hardware, okay, pay per month. All these are the advantages. Like this, plenty are there. These are some of the advantages with the Salesforce CRM. If anyone asks, why do I need to go for the Salesforce CRM? You can quote all these examples. Okay, now the next question is, I already told you, Salesforce runs on top of force.com. Please remember this. This is what the Salesforce. That's what yesterday even I told. Even if you see developer.force.com, I am typing here developer.force.com, I press enter. But result is what? Developer.salesforce.com. That means what? Your force.com is redirecting. This is one of the examples for send redirect. So in the Java, if anyone knows Java, there will be a send, forward, there will be a request, forward, send redirect, and redirect. There will be 4 terminologies. I don't want to go that way, so that will take again 5 minutes for me to explain. Let me not go there. Okay. Okay, fine. So now I want to highlight one point. Please remember this. Your Salesforce, that means whatever you are using, that runs on top of the force.com. Now, if anyone asks, what are the differences between force.com and the salesforce.com? So the first point is what? I already told you, Salesforce or force.com is a platform that can be available for the salesforce.com. That means salesforce.com runs on top of force.com. Then I already given one more difference. What is the difference? Force.com is a PAS. Force.com is a PAS and salesforce.com is what? SAS. If you look at here, I explained all these things. Maybe Varsha, you missed this class. So if you look at here, a PAS, force.com is a PAS and salesforce.com is a SAS. This is one more difference. If you tell these two differences, then that's fine. So people won't expect much, but try to remember these 2 points to explain. Okay, so the next thing is that so that's about the CRM introduction. Any questions in the CRM introduction you can ask me. Otherwise, you can start the Salesforce. Any questions in the CRM side?
No, good.
Okay, great. So tomorrow onwards, not tomorrow onwards. Let me take some more time to explain some of the steps from the Salesforce. Okay, now tell me, what is a Salesforce? If anyone asks, what is a Salesforce? What are you going to answer? So these are the steps you can answer. Salesforce is a cloud-based solution. Salesforce is a cloud-based solution which offers admin, config and development with CRM. Again, CRM means again you will be having so many things: services, sales and marketing. If you cover all these points, there's nothing but the Salesforce. Okay. Now, how Salesforce is available in, how Salesforce looks actually. So if you look at here, this is what for you the Salesforce. But how this is in the background, how this is working, or what is the architecture. I don't want to put the term called architecture, but let me put it in this way. Whatever you see here, that is called a Salesforce. Behind this, what else are there? That is what I want to explain. That means, so this is what the Salesforce. Okay, this is what the Salesforce. Behind this Salesforce, what are all there? Behind this Salesforce, the first thing is that there will be something called database.com. Database.com. That means what? Your Salesforce can't run without this component. I'm just repeating this point again. Your Salesforce can't run without this database.com. This will be there internally, you don't worry. This will be there internally, you don't worry. So on top of this database.com, they have something called force.com. See the relationship. Okay, force.com. So that means what? If you look at here, this is what your Salesforce. Don't assume that this is running on the fly. No. Behind this there are so many. So one of the things is that database.com. One of the things is that database.com. On top of the database.com we have force.com. On top of this you will be having your CRM, or on top of this you are having your services running. That means sales service, okay, services and Apex, AE, something and all. Apex Exchange. If you see here, you can see. Yeah, if you see here, Apex Exchange. That means all these are running. I'm just repeating this point. All these are running on top of database.com and force.com. If you look at this diagram, there is some meaning. Database.com is the base for all. On top of the database.com or within the database.com, you have force.com. On top of this database.com or force.com, your services are running. That means your call center, marketing, sales, Apex, all these are running on top of this environment. That's what the meaning. Okay, I'm just repeating this point again because this is what the base for entire Salesforce. You are seeing Salesforce like this. Behind this, are there any components? Behind this, are there any technologies? That is the question. Yes. Behind that, there are technologies. Behind that, there are components. So one of the things is that database.com. On top of the database.com or within the database.com, we have force.com. On top of these two, we are getting the CRM features. Or with the help of these two, we are getting some of the applications. What are the applications? Sales application, marketing applications, all these are the applications. So by including all these things, we are calling it as Salesforce. That means here is the Salesforce. Okay. So therefore, Salesforce internally is going to have your CRM applications and your post.com, your database.com. So is this clear for everyone? So that means whatever you are seeing that is called Salesforce.com, inside the Salesforce.com, you need to visualize this way. This is Salesforce.com. Inside the Salesforce.com, you will be having applications. That applications are running because of the reason is behind that there is a post.com and database.com. Hope I am good to go. Okay. So therefore, that's all about the Salesforce. So just remember this. If anyone asks, what is the Salesforce? Salesforce is a cloud-based solution which is going to have applications like cloud, sales, CRM, marketing, all these things, including admin, config, and development. Now, tomorrow I am doing some development. Then where it runs? It runs because I have the platform called post.com. So tomorrow I am going to write a Java program. How it runs? It runs because of post.com. Tomorrow, let's say I am creating a Visual Force page. How it runs? Because I have the post.com. That means, so the whatever we have, whatever we do, that is running because of post.com and database.com are there behind. So that's all about the now. Okay, so that's all about the introduction to the Salesforce. Now, what are the different services available? I already explained: sales service, marketing, and services. Okay, so under marketing, what are all the things? Campaign and lead are the things under marketing. Under sales, account, contact, opportunity, I already explained. Under call center, what are the things? If anyone asks, what are the different steps you are going to do in the marketing? I already explained. I am just recapping again. What are the different steps you will be doing in the marketing? In the marketing, you will be doing majorly doing the campaigns and converting into leads. Once it is converted into the leads, it is going to come to the sales. So what you will be doing in the sales? You will be maintaining accounts, contacts, opportunities, all these things. Then what you will be doing in the customer care or call center. So in the customer care or call center, the important steps are creating a problem, providing the solution. These are the different things available in the different modules. Now, if any questions, let me know. Else we can stop here and we can continue tomorrow. So the overall recap for today is, okay, so what are all available in the marketing module, what are all available in the sales module, what are all available in the services module. Under marketing, campaign, lead. Under sales, accounts, contact, opportunities. I already explained what is the opportunity, all these things. Under call center, creating a problem, solutions, all these things, and answering those. Then I discussed about Core.com, Salesforce.com, and I answered some of the questions about the CRM and introduction to the Salesforce and how Salesforce is running, or what are the different components behind the Salesforce. These are some of the steps we covered today. Now let me know if you have any questions.